come on now. Love. Oh. Okay. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Lace Mitchell. How you guys doing? Oh, I don't feel. Listen to my voice. I'm tired, but I want to get these off. We're in the middle of our first real snowstorm of the year. I manifested an open one up until today. That's okay because I can tell by looking at it, it's not going to stay. Yeah, big, wet, fat, flaky things coming down. It's going to change to freezing rain right here along the coast. And then it's going to go to rain. Temperatures are rising. So I swept my deck off earlier today and did my stairs all the way down because it's that type of snow, very light, you know. Now I could probably use a shovel. Shovel's out there, but I haven't shoveled. But I think my son Tom is on his way out. He'll do the shoveling. So, anyways, we're here to get these done. I'm just afraid of the power going out. Power's been flickering here. It went out for like 2 or 3 seconds an hour or so ago. I'm like, oh God, no, I better get these done. That made me move. So if I disappear, it's through no fault of my own. I'm just not able to do anything if I've lost power. Hopefully that won't happen. So in this live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we are covering the sign of Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Those are the signs we're covering. And when I'm done that, I'll take a break in between. I'll come back and do the last 4. Still showing the green light. I don't know what. This is crazy. Yes. Why am I typing? You guys should. Can anybody see or hear me now? Is what I need to know. I guess nobody can see me. It's all good? Okay. Epiphany London. I don't know what's going on. I got to contact the people that own this software from my stream. I don't know if it's YouTube or my streaming software. Every now and again, it won't shut off. I shut off YouTube completely. I shut off my streamingware completely. But for some reason in YouTube, it continues to play. Last night, played for 19 hours straight. So what it's probably doing now is updating itself and gathering the information before it's finally going to be visibly available to you. And we still have to put the timestamps on it. I'm sorry. Things that are out of my control. I've got to contact my whoever owns the tech support for my live stream stuff. And they're all replayable. All the readings are replayable. So, look, I would give my right arm to be able to handle, I did it for over 3 years, doing pre-recorded ones. I prefer them. I do. I just like the whole concept, and I can promote myself and where I live and what I do, and I don't feel like I'm under a crunch. I don't feel like I got to watch 6 people talking to me at once. And a lot of people don't like the live. They said, we always wanted you to go live, but now you go live. I prefer your pre-recorded ones because somebody said, when you used to watch your pre-recorded ones, it just felt like me and you, like you were talking to me personally. She said, now, when I listen to the reading, there's all these other people in there. And they lost it does take away from the intimacy of the reading. So, good for you, Rebels. And Happy New Year. It is very odd about the stream now. I checked. I said, really, 19 hours. So as soon as I went to start this stream, the other one shut off. So, and I don't want them linked together or anything. That's the whole point, was breaking them down into groups of 4, getting them done. And that's only 3 streams that I have to do. Anyway, how many we got? 17? All right. Anybody that's new, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie, and I am your reader right now for January 2020 for the signs of Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo for this reading. What am I looking for over here? No, I've got everything. Haven't I? Yes. Okay, and this, as habit, I put up a smudge, normally not with smudge sticks. Normally I have this bowl, and it's full of my own, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's the bowl. And normally it's full of my own hand-picked ingredients from the backyard. But I haven't had white sage, and these were gifted to me. They came in the mail 2 weeks ago now. A box full of them. I'm like, oh my God. So I've been burning this exclusively, but yeah, we'll get back to the others soon enough, because sometimes we need more than sage. So we're doing a cleansing. Here's what we're doing of my atmosphere, my energy, my environment, myself. Some for you. That's the intention behind it. I did it again, guys. Forgot to take my cards out. Just a moment. Jeez. I do that. I get real airheaded sometimes, just like anybody else does. We're all prone to that. Open to that. Here we go. Okay, I want to smudge my cards, cleansing for them. Just to refresh the energies and bring balance back into everything. You don't get high off this, but I swear to God, it makes me high. All I feel is this beautiful calming coming over me. Like that. And I love it. I just love it. Where's my Lilith? Lilith, my dear, come here. Come here, Lilith. There we go. And she's the good Lilith. She's not the bad Lilith. It's my pendulum. She's a red carnelian. This is Lilith. She's very beautiful, and she's very good. This is my selenite. I hold that as a security blanket sometimes, as a guide, a little deeper connection sometimes. And yeah, I just got to do the area here. You got to watch these because it's not over a bowl. I'm holding it free, and all. You got to watch for embers. Be very careful. So we're just doing the whole area here. And I'm going to take another hit. Who wants a hit? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, pass that over here. I want another hit. Can't get enough of that stuff. All right, I'll put my eagle feather away. And for those that don't know, this came from Whitehorse in the Yukon Territory. Right off the ground. Right off the ground. So, and then I got it, which is cool. Anyways, let's get started with your shuffle as we begin with Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? They seem to me my own personal opinion with doing readings, when it comes to the sign of Gemini, they seem to have the fewer numbers. There are less Geminis, I think, than any other sign. And they're a walking oxymoron sometimes. They're very, if you see someone or you're reading for something, you go, well, I'm not picking anything up off that person. There's nothing to read there. There's just nothing. It's just the bleh, Get that a lot with Geminis. And then other times, Gemini. Wow. What can I say? I mean, they're not a bad sign. They're not bad people. A lot of Geminis are the nerdish type. I'm talking like the real, like Sheldon's off of Big Bang. Sheldon Cooper. Shelley. Same thing. Like that kind of like really super intelligent. Where wardrobe and appearance is the last thing, if it's anything at all on their list in the run of a day. It's for comfort, because they have to be able to focus all the time. Saying that, Geminis can be anal, but if that's as bad as you get, that's not so bad, right? Okay. Hi, Canadian road tripper. You're burning fur. Good for you. Good for you. I've got a fir tree out in the yard, and it's spread a little bit. The rest of them are more spruce. And that's okay. Spruce would serve all plants, trees, nature, life. They all have their benefits that you can bring into a smudge. I believe that very much. Carly Carter. You know it is. You know it is. You've heard this all before. No, Cora's not a Gemini. But someone she knows is a Gemini. And how many times did you tell me he's exactly like that? You've got him right down. He does do that, So he's somebody that should be very complex to kind of view from afar, because it's not his reading, right? It's yours. But he's there. And I can't pretend he's not. He's like the elephant in the room. Because I usually tell people, I can't tell you it's, unless it affects you directly, there's a connection to another person, everything that they do, like a spouse or a sibling or a parent or a child. You can't really, could you tell me this person, I'll give you all their information and you read them for me. That doesn't really work that way. So, yeah, that's funny, Cora? This is for Gemini. You come in just at the right time, my dear. This is Coralie. She's the one that sent all the sage. You just missed the smudge. And I say it every time. Coralie was my very first online customer. Very first. And it'll be 4 years, May 10th, that Bay of Fundy Fortunes has been on YouTube. 4 years. I know this girl's life. Don't I, Cora? I know her life. She's a beautiful person. She's always sending me stuff in the mail. I don't know why she does that. I'm still going to message you. I told you that a 2 readings back, I think. I'm still going to message you about something. Okay. Come on. Come on. All right, I'll cut right here. It's for Gemini. I'm going to cut, and yes, I am. When they do the monthlies and whatnot, I always ask Lilith, so bear with me. Don't look at my hands, or they're a disgrace. I've got half my nails gone, and my dog's been nipping at me all over. He plays too rough, and I'm the only one he treats that way. Strange, but he loves me. Anyways, Lilith, can we call on Lilith? Spirit, please come into the reading. Please be present. Okay, here's the question. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this Gemini public free reading for the month of January in this brand new year after midnight tonight, the year 2020. Are these the cards that are meant for Gemini for January 2020? Okay, something's holding her back here. Hold on. She's thinking. I'm going to let her feel it out. Lilith. The top 5 cards, as the deck stands right now, are these top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Gemini for January 2020. This is slow moving for her. Really slow, and I'm trying to. All right. What I tell you? I'm not going to say a word. I am not going to say a word about Gemini no more, because this is too funny. Her swinging like that. Anyway, the first card, if there's any Geminis in here, your overall energy for the month, we're looking at the King of Swords, and he's a good guy. He's just real snappy. I can't even, my hands are swollen. I can't even snap my fingers. There we go. Okay, that's your overall energy for the month, and it's having ambition, being ambitious, moving forward, and a lot of growth going. Oh, yes. Thank you, universe. Thank you. You know what you got in your placement of finances and wealth doesn't cover just cha-ching. Wealth covers your wealth of friends, wealth of health, wealth of support, whatever. You got one of my favorites. She's a beauty. I don't know if you guys can see that because I can't see the screen, but it is the Star. And like me, she's the eternal optimist. I deal with enough reality. Believe you me, I'm not a flake. And I don't walk around with my head in the clouds. And as hard-nosed as I can be, and I can be hard-nosed, I'm not even comfortable with myself. I never lose that glimmer of hope because I know the universe, that's the way it plays. That's the way things go down. I know there's something around the corner. I know there's something that's going to make whatever I'm going through okay and acceptable, or that I can live with. So the next card, your hearth and your home. Oh dear, Gemini. 9 of Swords, anxiety. It's your relationships, your intimates, your family, your friends, co-workers, you know, but you got the anxiety card of tarot there. Here we go. Oh, wow, you got it tough as far as challenges for the month of January. I think not. You've got the Ace of Swords and victory. Is your victory bittersweet? Maybe that's your challenge. That could be it. Number 5, and the final card, the most important, really, in the realm of tarot anyway, and this is a good one. You've got the Chariot. It's all about, there's no stagnation here. You're not being held back. This is all about movement. This is your message from Spirit. All right, so there we go. Very interesting for Gemini. Hi, Allie Wharton. Hi, Lion's Den, Jasmine's Tarot. Welcome. Okay, okay, Jennifer just messaged me when I was doing the turnovers. She might be in here now. If you are, welcome. Okay, I'm glad you're here, Jennifer. She's not, she's on her way in. Call her the generator. She's your moderator. She's your traffic cop. She's your Miss Know-It-All that really knows it all. So, I'm a little chilled. You look outside and it's wet, and it's damp, and it's snowing, and the wind's blowing, and I don't want the power to go out. Okay, very first card that we come across, your overall energy for the month of January, Gemini. Here's a mouthful. The King of Swords, he represents ambition, is what it is. This is a no-nonsense energy, a no-nonsense person maybe, but usually it isn't a person. That's your overall energy for the month. So we're looking at an energy here of getting things done, of motoring along, getting annoyed. If somebody or something holds you back, this is important. Why can't the rest of the world see how important this is? Really snapping down. You've got some plans, Gemini. You've got plans. You've got a priority list. And through the month of January, from what I can see, just because of the King himself, you've got the wherewithal, you've got the drive, you've got the motivation to do this, to get these things done. Will it go smoothly? And sometimes Geminis can get a little anal that way. They say, well, if I make a list and I put everything down just so, you know, everything's going to go smoothly. How can it not? I'll follow my own list. It'll be wonderful. here's the thing. Not everybody's on the same page with you, Gemini. Literally, figuratively, whatever way you want to take it. But they're not. And that's where trouble can come in. And I don't mean trouble in a bad way. I just mean for you, Gemini, feeling, oh, I was comfortable, but I'm not now. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable now. Because somebody else put a little nudge into your plans, and you can't control the world and you can't control people. But this guy has no patience at all. When he wants to go down a certain road, and he begins at the A sector, and he knows, logically got to go through B, but sees the destination. That's where he wants to be. Oh, piddly squat on B. They just kick it to the side. They don't follow protocol, neither will you. You won't follow, you won't want to. You'll want to jump all the stuff in the middle, but there are lessons learned in there. You may face some things when you land on the C spot, right? That you didn't pick up because you skipped B, and you could be at a loss and, left scrambling for your senses. You don't look real cool when, it doesn't look cool, Gemini, when people lose their senses like that, when they're panicked. But there's no patience here. For some things, let me get my book. There's no patience here for some things. He, also, Gemini, there's the other part of him that's very grounded. And if you need support, if you need someone to talk to about technical stuff or whatever it is you're into, Gemini, probably work. But if you're panicked about something, if you feel like you've been thrown off track, he's the person to go to. He offers calm and logical judgment. And he can help you out in a flash. He sees things you haven't even thought of yet. He's pretty cool, put it that way. The king's, you want to stay on his good side, is what we're going to look at here. So this man's a very clever man, and he's often a very strong leader type, an entrepreneur, or just has those leadership qualities about him. A little on the anal side, I just heard, I'm sorry, that's not my opinion. I heard that. On the anal side, and for a Gemini, it's saying, I don't follow anybody. So, you got a little holier than thou Gemini going on here. I'm not going to follow anybody. If anything, I'll be leading. What do these people know? They don't know as much as me. There's that kind of an attitude. It's actually amusing. There's nothing bad going on here at all. I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? But this is a strong card. It's very, very strong. The energies that come, it's kind of strong for Gemini, really. Maybe Gemini, you're getting past that phase where everything is all work and never play. And we're serious all the time, and we don't laugh out loud. We don't do deep belly laughs. We don't snort when we laugh. This isn't for everybody. Remember now, don't get mad at me because of what comes out of my mouth. 99% of it is from spirit or whatever my guides are bringing in. I'm hearing things. I'm seeing things. If something's my opinion, I'll say this is my opinion. Then you can tell me to piss off. All right? Geminis aren't bad people. They're not. But the ones that I've known, I swear to you, they all had that nerd side quality to them, and they were fixed in their own ways. Today we call that being anal, being, won't change, won't stop, won't whatever. They take care of their own comfort so they can focus in on the important stuff. What's that? It's not people. It's not usually not people. It's usually work, project related, and not all of you, right? There could be a stay-at-home mom here raising a beautiful family at home. And when you raise children, you have to learn to stretch yourself, different opinions and different directions, this sort of a thing. So it's, it's like any other sign. You got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Cancers, we're balls of emotion. Every last one of us. Even if it's a negative emotion, it's still an emotion. Do you see what I'm saying? He's a great strategist, that energy of coming in. You may need to strategize for the month of January here. You can still be charming and still show your ambition. You can do that. But if you have to, you will be able to exert pressure where it's needed. He's very impatient to succeed, and so are you. You just want to get to the end of January. Some things you want to go through, you want to get through, you want to get them done, you want to tie them up, wrap them up, put them away, and lock the key, throw the key away, lock the cupboard. Some things that have been hanging off of you that you really, really want to take care of here, Gemini. And as I said earlier, he can offer you calm and logical judgment. Another meaning is that for somebody, legal issues need your attention just now. If this card is resonating with you, take a logical approach. This is a time more for mental agility rather than emotion. Whole month like that. See what I'm talking about here? Advice. Look to the facts before you make a decision. Keywords are fairness, balance, incisiveness, decisions, strength, justice, and support. That's your overall energy for the month. That's not bad. I'm just watching my crows. I threw my turkey carcass out in the yard today for them. And I thought it's going to be entertaining watching them. So they're screaming at each other, and now I think they've tired themselves out. Part of the carcass is still there. They'll pick at that all day. So you see, it hasn't snowed that much that they couldn't find that. So they're my family of crows. The next card, I love her. The star, everybody. It's a star, and your finances, your wealth. A world of support here. This is a very supportive card. It shows you're not alone. There are people out there that care about your well-being, that love you. And they consider it almost a pleasure and a joy to be able to support you, openly support you in anything that you're doing. They're always there. They've always got your back. She's also come into your reading, and this is just for maybe a few of you. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of you. I don't know. She's here to acknowledge that somebody's come through, or they're going through some kind of chaos or upheaval, some kind of disturbance going on there. And then she walks in on the scene, or the energy of her. Here comes the freezing rain. You hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it just started. Big band of it just went over. And that's why if my son's coming home, I wish he'd come home. Well, come here. Maybe he went home. I don't know. My house is always their home. If it was the other one that lives in the central part of the province, I'd be saying, when are you coming home? Doesn't matter where mom is at, it's home. You got the star. You're getting through something, Gemini. You're getting through something. You're coming out the other end of some kind of passage that you went through. You went from beginning to middle, and it was not pleasant. It was hard. It was difficult. You felt like you were trying to claw your way through all the time. This is for somebody. But now you're coming out the other end, and you're starting to discover that you're comfortable with the very thought of having hope again, and it's starting to grow in you. Hi, everybody. Those of you that have come in, we're doing the, if you look at the title on the reading here, the stream we're doing Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And then the last four will be done later on today. Yeah, so some of you have worked through some heartache and very much a lot of conflict. And you understand now the lessons that these difficult experiences have brought to you. And now you're beginning to feel hope once again. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more the star will guide you toward more happier times than what you've just come through. The card therefore reveals personal growth. And this is through healing from the past. You can be free from your old patterns of relating and feel more whole and fulfilled in the future. The star is also a card of creativity and offers great reassurance that you're on the right path. So don't stray off the path you happen to be on literally right now, unless it's out of a bad situation. Just follow your nose. Move forward wherever life finds you right now. If you're trying to move forward, now's the time to do it. Don't doubt yourself at this point. Don't second guess yourself. Don't do that. If you have to work at staying positive, work at it, but make sure that it's real. Don't fake it. You can't fake it. The star in your reading is a sure sign. You need to hear this. It's a sure sign, Gemini, that everything's going to be just fine. That's what's going with it, and that's a lockdown. And that's lockdown. Everything's going to be fine. It is. The advice of the card, you're to follow your heart and respect your own inner knowing, your own intuition. Trust that the universe is going to bring you whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you require, whatever it is that you're asking for. Your keywords are creativity and dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and wishes. And it's very much, it's not the only one, but it's very much like the wish card. Your nine of hearts. If you have any wishes, go ahead and make them. Start manifesting what it is you want to bring into your life. It's in your finances and your overall wealth sectors where the card landed. And if it's money, more money, bring it to yourself. We're talking, bring that to yourself. Manifest that in your life, a way to engineer more money for yourself. Don't go greedy. Don't go bad. Don't go on the nasty side of it. Don't go that far. If you're coming through breakups or you're coming through illness, you're going to keep coming through. You're coming out of that now. I'm not feeling financially that there's any, immediate threats coming up on you. Not in January. Not at all. It's a very good card for you. Stable for the most part. Most of what's going on is on the inside. And for some, and only a few, maybe 3 people that have gone through something, we'll say very distasteful. And you're coming out the other end now. You can't just let it all go to, you know what I'm saying? You've got to hold on. You've got to keep yourself there. Keep going in the direction that you are. That's just called growth and growing. Don't curl up in a corner somewhere into a ball and say, world, life, leave me alone. Don't do that. Gemini, you've got incredible staying power when you set your mind to something. Now's the time to let that come out and kick in. Third card we're looking at is the 9 of Swords. This card affects personal relationships. This card is going to affect your life at home. The most intimate corners of your whole life is what we're looking at here. The anxiety card of tarot. It being a 9 as well, this sucks right out loud. Because 9s are all about, okay, we've got excitable, we've got drama, and then we've got intense. And then everything seems to blow out of control completely because it's it's super intense. That's what this card's all about with the 9. That whatever's going on and whatever this card will mean to you, you're going, yeah, that's over the top. It is over the top, you'll be saying to yourself. One thing that we've got to clear up with the 9 of Swords as well, and one of the meanings with this card, and it's true, we don't need the card to tell us this. Everything seems worse at 3 a.m., does it not? When you got crap on your plate, and you need to get it, you got to get rid of it, and you don't know how. You're stumbling around in the dark, metaphorically. But at 3 a.m., there you are. You wake up, and it's the first thing that's on your mind. The minute you wake up, it's overwhelming you, weighing you down. There's something here that needs to be dealt with. But come the light of day, the problem's still there. There's been no changes in it whatsoever. It is what it was yesterday. But in the light of day, because light chases away the darkness, you see. There's no hidden shadows off in any corners. Everything is brilliantly illuminated. You can see clearer. Okay? That's where your swords come in. There's a lot of clarity going on with this card as well. And we need to learn as well that when we feel ourselves being pulled off track and sidetracked, having our focus pulled out, and it's no good, and it's negative. When negative thoughts get in the way, make sure you refocus immediately. You can only think of one thought at a time. Therefore, it's easy to refocus, but staying there, you may have to have some real staying power to keep yourself from the negativity drags us in. It does. We're like a bunch of voyeurs. Oh, there's something real dramatic happen. I want to see. I want to. No, don't. You need to fight that. You need to keep yourself in a good place and only goodness, and get defiant about that and say, don't anything dark ever dare come near me right now. Don't you even think about it. You've got to be forceful and demand your right to be happy. Demand your place where you are right now. And to not have anything else touch you or come into your personal space. But somebody's worrying about their home life. Somebody's, let's get the book. Damn swords and knights. Not all swords are bad. I mean, there's some healing still going on for somebody. Maybe you're questioning whether you're going to ever get rid of this pain. Is it going to, stay lodged in you forever? And maybe for somebody, it's your first real true heartbreak. That could be it. I went past it. And I'll tell you, you're not going to believe it. When it hurts to breathe, you're that heartbroken, that devastated, it literally hurts to breathe. It's a physical pain. You don't believe much of anything when you're in that place. And it's hard to keep the faith. It's hard to believe. It truly, truly is. There's trouble beneath the surface for some of you at home. And some of it's coming out, and you're holding everything in. It's getting expressed in your bad dreams at night, basically. It's got to go somewhere. I always say that. We always yak on and moan on and on about the good energies, the beautiful energies, the positive energies. Here's a news break for you. Negativity, darkness, and shadows, they have energy too. It's their own, right? And that's a reality of life. If you're not dealing with reality, you're not dealing with life. Some people can take that let's stay positive thing. What you do is you don't walk around with your head in the clouds like you're a flake, a bubblehead, and somebody just gets their head blown off here, gets hit by a car, and you just go. And you keep going. No, you're not letting that come in. I know people that are like that. Nope, not letting that come in. Sorry, that's the reality. You got to face up to it, whether you want it or not. Nobody controls that, right? But people that live that way, they're not dealing with real life. And then things start to happen to them, and it's stuff that they haven't dealt with usually. That's why shit's happening. We can put it that way. But there is trouble brewing beneath the surface for somebody. This is a general reading. Please remember that. Don't be getting all defensive. Well, ain't no trouble in my house. I don't care. So be simple. It's a general reading, not a personal one. There's a world of difference here. So what you should be saying is, well, I'm glad that's not me because there is no trouble at my house. Everything's good. Right? Tarot's asking you here, what's eating you up? You may be anxious due to pressure, due to overwork, relationship, or family issues. Or anxiety may be a pattern for you as a worrier as well. On the physical level, it can show that someone is not sleeping very well lately due to stress or overthinking. I'm sensing headaches, somebody getting headaches from overthinking. I'm sensing that right off. You think so much that you hurt your own head. The advice of the card. What ties you up in knots at 3 a.m. looks really small in the light of day. Try to keep perspective, your own perspective, the reality. When negative thoughts start sliding in, you need to get on top of them. Get rid of them. Stay grounded. And if you're grounded, you know what? It's real simple. It's not hard to do. Stay grounded and tell yourself, because it's truth. Anything's possible. You don't have to change your character, your personality, or anything. You say, I'm grounded, I'm here, I'm dealing in reality, and anything's possible. And that's the best part of dealing with reality, knowing that anything is possible. Anything. Panic attack, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmare, stress, mental overload going on here for somebody. Somebody also needs to find somebody to vent to. You need to find a sounding board, someone that's not going to judge you, all right, or really give their 2 cents on anything, but somebody that's just going to listen to you. They're your sound, and that's what you're looking for. And if you got to make that clear, that's what you're going to do, Gemini. You're going to make it clear. You're going to be saying that. I need someone to talk to. I know I can trust you. I don't want your opinion. I just want you to listen. Can you give me your time? It's pretty simple. Put it out there. Keep going till you find the person that you're comfortable with, because you need to release this. This kind of stress gives you stomach aches. It gives you headaches. You lose sleep. You're not at 100% anymore. You're lucky if you're at 70%. You're dragging yourself because of something that's going on here. You need to deal with it and put it in the past. Deal with it and move on, whatever it is for you. Your next card. And this is where things get really, really, really good. That's okay. That's okay, Canadian road trip. You know, there's some people come in here, and even when we do many readings, they come in just to hang out. And one person said to another person who was new coming in, oh, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to come in on this. And the other person said, well, you really should stay. Just stay and hang out, because a lot of times people's personal questions in the mini readings resonate with other people. They're going, holy frick, that's me. You know, so. And I think Cancer and Gemini are close enough together. Why the heck not, right? Look at this beautiful card, Gemini, that we have. Look at this beautiful card. It's gorgeous. Card of victory. I tell this sometimes that when I first started out with reading cards, it wasn't tarot. It was a regular playing deck. And the Ace of Swords is basically the Ace of Spades in your regular playing, your bicycle cards, right? And if I was doing a reading, there'd be a room full of people and everybody listening, and the minute you turned over the Ace of Spades, there was a collective gasp of horror. My God, she pulled the Ace of Spades. Oh my God, somebody's gonna die. That's what it meant, and that's how people reacted. Something together different, is it not? So there we go. There we go. This is a good card. It's no longer the nemesis that it used to be, thankfully. It is a card of victory. It's a card of super clarity. It's about, okay, somebody being let in on something. You're somebody out there, Gemini, you're being let in on something that you weren't privy to before. Somebody's letting you in on something going on. There's a secret. It's secretive. There's that for somebody. There's clarity there. Now you can see, you know, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Same thing. Same idea. That kind of clarity. Thinking you knew it all. I know everything there is to know about that situation or that person or whatever it is. It's different for everybody. And then to find out, no, you don't. There's been a whole lot that's been held back. It's uncovering things. It's finding things, discovering things, working in your favor. Let's get our book out. Let's see what Tarot's got to say here. But this, it's a winning card. I heard somebody's going to be winning hands down. Hands down winning on something. Wow. Gemini. What the geez. So this ace is revealing to you that you're going to benefit from a smart decision here. It's going to lead, so there's something that you're going to make a decision on, a choice on something. You're going to say, that's it. That's the one. That's the way we're going. I'm taking this way. So you're making a really smart decision is what it is. It's going to lead you into immediate victory. It sounds kind of cryptic, but that's what it is. If you've been beset by uncertainty or delays to your plans, this ace shows a breakthrough as you can cut through confusion to win power and win success and start moving forward with your plans, implementing your plans, giving them life. We're talking here. positive new beginnings. That can be relationships as well. The card's also a sign of mental clarity, and I already told you that. So you are sharp-witted. There may be a legal victory here coming up for somebody, or triumph, or win in an argument or a debate. Your advice is to use your intelligence, and if you do, victory is yours. Here's that expression, hey, it's not personal, it's just business. Take that on for yourself and keep it that way. Keywords are beginnings and decisions and action, clarity, determination, solutions, ideas. There's no more thinking. There's no more talking. There's no more showing. There's no more demonstrating. The starter guns have been fired. Boom. We're ready to take off here. Things are going to start happening for you. You're going to know when the time is right. You will know when the time is right. You just need to be diligent about the signs that the universe is bringing forward and giving you little tips and little taps there and there to tell you, hey, wake up. Pay attention here. So you need to be extra diligent and extra aware, especially aware. And don't feed into what you're seeing or what you think you know. Don't add to it, assuming anything. Go by facts with this card. Facts, okay? The last card we're looking at here is another beauty. And this is the Chariot. It's all about forward movement. These two are very tight. Okay, they're very, very tight. It should be this way, I guess. But this one is beginning something and finally initiating and implementing something. This here's your trip. There's the speed behind it. So when things start to unroll or you unravel or implement things, it's going to start real quick. It's going to get its own forward momentum. That's not a bad thing. But it's born right there. That's where the starting gate is, in the ace. But the Chariot. Chariot represents the sign of Cancer as well. So if that means anything to the rest of you. Oh, is that right? Canadian Road Tripper. Yeah, that's where I started. I was regular playing deck. The Chariot movement. This is not a card about emotional sensitivity here. But it's because it's more of an extreme. This is a really intense extreme. Fast forward moving energy that's going almost like phew, to the point where everything's a blur. So this is a very good card. Also with this card, is you got to watch your ego. When things begin to pick up and you're moving forward, for some reason they're saying don't be smug. Don't be going, told you so. You know, or anything like that. You watch your ego. Be very aware of others' energies around you. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want to step on anybody's toes. These would be things you can't take back. You know, you don't want to turn around and come back the way you came and see everybody's noses out of joint and nobody's speaking to you, or somebody's yelling at you, or they're angry, or they want to pick a fight with you because you pissed a few. You've got to remember, this isn't just you. Be careful where you tread. Be careful where your speed goes through, that you're not affecting other people. All right, you've got to be careful. And it happened to me not that long ago. Same thing, caught right off guard. I was in a very frustrating mood. And me, I have zero tolerance for rudeness. The people for uncalled rudeness. And it was me that time. And I realized it, and I said, where the hell did that come from? And I said I was sorry like twice, right in front of a lot of people. I guess it wasn't good enough. Oh well, really, that's my feelings on it. And when you get older, you don't have time for drama. If somebody doesn't want to be in your life anymore, then fine. But you know, they were rude to me once or twice too, but they were still in my life. So, but I feel bad about it. I take, if I'm wrong about something, I say I'm wrong. And I don't know, Gemini, if you're going to have that kind of, if you want to call it an opportunity to say you're wrong or something that you did wrong. But again, it's time to make serious progress when this card shows up. Travel is going to be favored for some of you now. That's where some of your movement comes from. Moves are also possible now. They're probably connected with work. The card is also a general sign. Every aspect of your life is going to surge forward at this time. This is your message from Spirit. You're moving forward here. I knew that from the start. You're moving forward here. However, and this is where you just take a little caution, balance is necessary, and you may need to treat some people around you with care, as this is a card of energy rather than sensitivity. The card reveals that good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road. Another meaning of the card is for somebody, and I wish it were me, but it's not, is acquiring a new car, a new vehicle of some kind. Maybe it's a new tractor. Who knows, right? New four-wheeler. It's a new vehicle. It's on 4 wheels. I don't get a sense of motorcycles, so. Advice, it's time to actively move forward with your plans. Now's the time for you to start opening them up and getting them started. Keep your ego in check when you need to, and enjoy this time of power and this time of motivation. You're not lacking in motivation. You're up and you're going every day and raring to go. You got a lot that's pushing and spurring you on. Your keywords here, the final words in your reading, Gemini, are journeys and determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. Somebody's going home as well. Somebody, that's your trip. You're going home. You haven't been home in a very long time. Somebody is going home. There you go, Gemini. Hi, Jen. How are you? Cancer's coming up next, and it'll be Leo. Right in back of that, I just have to adjust my camera, I think, a bit. Yeah, there we go. Time is it? Oh, it's going to be dark here soon on top of everything else. We're in the blue hour. Here it comes. Yes, oh my goodness sakes, the weather is crazy. Welcome back, Elizabeth. Waiting for Leo for Darren? Okay. Yeah. Ha. I think lighting is everything. It really, really sets the atmosphere for things. I'm just taking a little breather in between. We're going, believe me, I'm as anxious as you are. Okay? I'm a Cancer through and through. Through and through. Not all my signs are Cancer, but as being a Cancer, oh yes, I'm a Cancer. Yeah. Is that right, Canadian Road Tripper? The trees and the salt air, yes. Yes. It's coming. It's coming in that any minute now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Goat lover. Ditto on what you just said a minute ago. Your dream. And this was my dream for many years. Many years. I wrote a piece. It's mentioned, I talk a bit about here and finding here and living here. I have a blog, and it's been a long time since I put anything in it. But I write when I feel to, and so if I feel to, if I'm moved, then I write. If I got something I need to get out or say. And one of the pieces in there is called The Secret, as in reference to The Secret, and how I discovered it. But I was reading cards long before that. I don't think I added that to the story. But anyways, and how I found this house. So, anyways, it's in there. And that would have been back in, I didn't write it till we lived here, 2010. So, There we go. All right. I'm a Libra rising, and I'm a Virgo moon. I'm a Venus nothing. I don't know when they come up with that. But anyways, I should turn my outside lights on because in case anybody comes slipping and sliding along the walkway. Just a minute. One moment. I'm just gonna flick them on. There we go. Okay, there we are. Doesn't look so dark now. Okay, so Cancer. What's in store for January 2020 for the sign of Cancer? Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Here we go. This is for Cancer, January 2020. And by the way, everybody, just to give you a heads up, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. You won't miss the next posting. The next stream is going to be, not tonight, once these are done. The next stream after these are all done. It's not going to be tonight. It'll get posted. You'll get your notifications that Beafonde is now live. What I'm going to do is a collective for the whole year. I'm going to do one video, I think, if I can get through all the signs in one video. And I'll just call the sign as I go and pull whatever 2 or 3 cards I pull to give a general feeling, a general outlook, atmosphere, energy of 2020 for each sign. So we're going to be doing that. So that might be fun. It'd be something different. Collective reading for 2020. Well, Cancer. You guys know that I'll pick them up, I'll show them, but I don't normally keep them unless I'm pulling one card and 2 come up. Well, but this is the card that fell out, and I'd take that in a heartbeat any day. With the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, Nan 531. These are not mini readings. They're not. This is general readings. There's no questions and answers. It's just the cards telling you how it's going to be for the month of January for your sign. And right now we're doing Cancer. This is for Cancer, January 2020. What's coming in the month of January? What can Cancer look forward to? It's another beautiful card, the Ace of Wands. They better come up as good when I flip them over, let me tell you. That would make my point of why I don't do pop-outs. I always say it's me that's doing the dropping. It's not the energy that's doing it. But let's see here. Cancer, January 2020, please. Cancer, January, give them a real good shuffle. January 2020 for Cancer. Okay, I'm being told stop right there. All right, then fine. Fine. I cut them and a card fell out. I'll show you what it is, and I'm trying to not get excited. But that's the card that fell out. All right. Went back to the middle of the deck. Okay, Lilith. Lilith. Come here. Okay. Lilith, as this deck stands at the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this Cancerian spread for the month of January for the year 2020, which is in about, I don't know, well, it's a matter of hours away. What's coming forward for the month of January for Cancer, the Crab? Are these the cards that are going to bring forth what's needed here? The top 5 cards. This is a general public reading for Cancer for January 2020. She's saying this is the deck. This is the way. These are the cards. This is the way it's done. All right. Overall energy for January Cancer. Oh my God! Look at this. I don't mind it, but that's why I gave them such a good shuffle. It better not be repetitive here. Number 2, your wealth and your finances. That's nice. And what a card to fall in there, Cancer. What a card to fall in. She's the queen of the ocean. Her prompt, abundance in your finances and wealth. Your home, your hearth, your family, your friends, your intimates. Illusion. Illusion. The moon. Your challenges, should there be any. The 7 of Cups. 7s are all about possibilities. It's like a double whammy here. And the last card, card number 5, is your message from Spirit, Cancer. Your message from Spirit. 3 of Pentacles and recognition. And you know what? I'm not going to say what it is, what's going, or anything like. Almost every card in this deck, it's resonating with me already, just for me. But this isn't my personal reading. So, there we go. Here we are. Make sure the camera's okay. Just a moment. Yeah, a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go, Cancer. Here we go. Okay, somebody's saying just before I begin here, I don't know what this, the text thing is just scrolling and people. I'd say 1 hour for the timestamp. Yes, with manifesting for the universe. That who was it that just asked me this? Sorry, Julie Horn. Manifesting with the universe. This is what works for me, and I think it's because people go, I manifest all the time, and it just never happens. It never happens. It could be something real simple that you're throwing off. It is known that the universe will probably take your manifestations literally. So you need to be careful how you word things, how you say them. And 2 words you should never use when you're manifesting and you're conversing for something to be brought into your life. If you're conversing with the universe, don't use the words need or want. The universe will more than likely take it literally and say, your wish is my command. Puff. Now you have more need. Did I do a good job? Or wants. Well, your wish again is my command. Now you have more wants in more areas than you dreamed you ever would have wants. You don't want to have wants or needs. You need to watch your words. And the other part of that is be as descriptive as you can be when putting your wish out to the universe. As descriptive as you can be. Because the more it has to go on, the quicker and faster. The universe is going to start to shift things, people, places, things into your favor, exactly where you ask them to be. Open up, let emotions rule that whole session. The whole universe runs, that's the fuel, it's emotions. Some say love is the same thing, but it's emotions. And the more emotions that you bear to the universe, and it already knows, but you have to go through, they want to see you go through the actions of opening yourself up. Rather than them just saying, yeah, I already know what you're all about. Yeah. It isn't like that. We have to have our part in it. We have to do our work end as well. So there's a lot. Anybody wondering about manifestation, it's all about your own inner power, but Google it. I'm not a book. So you guys need to Google, what is manifestation? What is inner power of manifestation? Any search engine at all, and you're going to get so much that comes out, you'll never read it all. There's a lot of stuff. So the very first card we're looking here, we got the Chariot. So oh boy, Cancer. This is an incredibly positive card for you, Cancer. And my soul wish is that it applies to me as well. More forward movement here, more action going on, more, the energy is changing for some of you Cancers. Please remember, through this reading, it's not a personal reading for each and every one of you, right? It's public. So it may resonate and hit home with you, and it may not at all. And if you don't like the message, don't get defensive with me about it. It's not my opinion. I don't know you. It's just what Tarot's bringing through. And if you feel, ooh, no way, then it's no way, right? So, but with the Chariot, it's a card of energy, real high, intense energy. We're talking real speed here, things going down quick and fast. You might even lose your breath once or twice from the speed of it all. You may get overwhelmed by the excitement of it all as well. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but it's all forward movement and up, forward and up the whole way. This is a beautiful thing. For the card itself, Tarot says somebody may be buying at the end of the month, maybe a new vehicle of some kind, new car, new truck, somewhere's around that. It could be, but it's a new vehicle or new to you. So, treat some people around you with kid gloves or extra loving care. Be sensitive to other people around you. Be sensitive to those that want to be moving quickly and they're not moving at all, but yet you're flying by. You can just, the acknowledgement. I know how you feel. I was there too, but it's going to happen for you too. Encourage other people along the way. It's going to happen for you too when the time's right. It caught me completely off guard, but here I am. And I'm going in the direction I want to be going. It's coming to me, kind of a thing. Yeah, vehicle for Cancer. Wouldn't that be great? I want four-wheel drive, though. Sorry, because I live in the country. I got this thing about four-wheel drive. I feel better in four. I feel more comfortable, more confident in four-wheel drive. So, it'll come. I have to work for it, and I know that. So nobody's going to deliver that infamous red Jeep to my door. It's not going to happen. And if they did, I'd be going, okay, what do I have to do for it? What do you want from me? I'm not bleeding for you. Take it back. Not holding it over me. Take it back. You know. So we've got the Chariot and represents Cancer. So this is definitely for you. It's a card that represents Cancer, and it's your overall energy for the month of February. This is a beautiful thing to happen. It's rare that this happens. You know that, right? So this is kind of special here, really. So for the overall energy, it's going to be time to make some serious progress. Whatever that means to you. It's different for everybody. Travel's favored now as well. So are making any big moves that could be connected to work, your finances. The card's also a general sign that every aspect of your life will surge forward. There's going to be a lot going on in January. A lot for you anyway, you know. However, balance is going to be necessary. As I already told you, you may need to treat some people around you with care. This is a card of energy rather than sensitivity. We can kind of get caught up in the momentum. The card reveals that good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road. Another meaning of the card is acquiring a new car or other vehicle. There you go. The advice is it's time actively to move forward with your plans. Keep that ego in check when you need to. Do a reality check with yourself. That's the best way to go. And enjoy this time of power and motivation. Just don't do it at the expense of other people. It's pretty simple. Keywords are journeys and determination, willpower, progress, friction, and the friction's keeping it real, guidance, and protection as well. Great, great overall energy for the whole month of January. There's a lot going on for most of you. It's going to be a busy month for most of you. The next card, your wealth and finances. Well, I say finances because your money flow, and wealth. Wealth, yes, it covers financially, but it also covers all the important areas of your life, such as wealth in friends, wealth in love, wealth in family, wealth in support, wealth in health, this sort of a thing. But by God, you guys, we've got the Queen of the Ocean, and her sole purpose and representation is of abundance. She's beautiful. She brings you the best of the best of the best. Opportunities coming your way. Cancer, so I haven't been able to say this for a long time with enough confidence, and that is financially, you're not going to hurt. You're not going to hurt in January. Maybe some of you are so far down, you reach up to touch bottom right now, but come the end of January, you'll squeak by. It's still forward movement. You have to look at it that way. Sorry. She's also the third major arcana in the deck, and with threes, the threes always bring you a lot of stuff going on. Stuff to be happy about. Stuff to get excited about. A lot of people, a lot of color. I take the color in my life any day. I color up my life. Everybody's life gets a little grayish brown sometimes, things get a little stagnant. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on to get really happy about it or excited about. That's probably why I feel so connected to nature here, because that's where I look. I look at nature and I go, I'm glad that tree's still there. What a gorgeous tree, And I'll look at my backyard and I'll look at nature. I'll look at the sky. I saw 4 ravens in the sky for the first time in my life about 4 days ago. I see them once in a while. I live rural, and the ravens are not like the crows. You don't see them every single day flying around. You just don't. And when you do, it's special. And I seen 4, and they were all talking up a storm. Amazing. I put a lot in that, and I take a lot from it. Nature's amazing. So is spirit. So here we are with the Queen of the Ocean, and she is beautiful. I'll just hold her up here while we go through. Don't look at my hands. They're a terrible mess. The Queen of the Ocean is the mother card of the tarot, bringing happiness and abundance. You hear that, Cancer, what she's bringing? Happiness and abundance. She predicts contentment, a loving partner, family, and comfort. And she reassures you that your needs will be taken care of. If you have suffered financial setbacks recently, money will flow again. Old feuds are going to be forgotten, and harmony will rule at home. Another meaning is spiritual growth, emotional stability, and creativity. There's your color. The Queen also favors fertility for those that are young enough to do so. The other side of that is planting seeds that will grow. Children are highlighted for some. As a person, she's the female partner, the mother or the mother figure. The advice for you, Cancer, is time to grow and evolve. Enjoy and invest time into your relationships, invest time into your home, your spiritual practice, and your new creative projects as well. The keywords here are growth and nurturing, home, love, fertility, comfort, generosity. And just to put this out there as well, because I forgot for Gemini and now Cancer, all the signs all the way through, every sign for the month of January, and I'm seeing it into 2020, is more of you going on a much deeper level, seeking more knowledge on spirituality. on, you know, the things that you're drawn to the most. There's a lot of growth and forward movement. Everybody's intuition is going to grow a lot during 2020. It's going to be stronger, deeper, and you're going to be trusting it more than ever. Matter of fact, you'll be counting on it. Beautiful. And the money part, yes, it's finances and wealth, but you got it all. That card, that if the card's going to bring everything to you, Cancer, that brings your heart joy and desires, your whatever it is you feel you need or you want, or you know, she's bringing everything. You don't have to worry here. Cancer, January is a good month. Of course, there's the reality of every day. So because she's here, and even the Chariot, these two cards are such wonderful, good energy cards. They're lightening any negativity found throughout the rest of the reading, which could be found here. Not so much the others, but here, yes. Because being under illusions, Cancer's no different than any other sign. We all want to believe in the happy ending. We all want to believe in the best of people. We want to think positively all of the time, but at the same hand with Cancer, we're grounded. I would never call a Cancer a flake, put it that way. We're pretty realistic and we're logical. I'm logical before I'm anything. Other people look out my windows and go, oh, look what I just saw, that's a sign. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not a sign at all. I got 20 of those in my yard all day long, every day. All year long. It's not a sign for me. Okay, take it as a sign. I use my logic, you know. Seeing 4 ravens in the air? Yeah. Oh, don't think it didn't cross my mind. What am I supposed to get from this? This is special, you know. Still thinking about it. But I don't want to be under any illusions. I don't want anybody to be under any illusions, whether they're, you know, self-primed or they come from somewhere else altogether. Cancer, again, when your intuition is telling you, be it a person, be it a situation, being something that you're doing, it's not, your intuition's going, this isn't good. You need to listen up. You need to listen up. This isn't good. Okay. Another reality check here is what goes on. Because, you know, we'd rather take the easy way. And sometimes floating around with your head in the clouds is the easy way, right? I just don't want to deal with the hardcore reality today. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes maybe not so much. But with the moon, la lune, there is illusion. Just one moment, please. Yeah, my son showed up. His hands are full. Shh. Tommy, stop. Stop. That's just Tommy. Go on. You need to go. Okay. All right. And sometimes we've been through so much reality and so many hard knocks recently. That kind of pushes us to want to believe things that aren't quite right. But you're always advised, if you feel something's not quite right, something's off, if your spidey senses are tingling and saying this isn't real, it isn't what you think it is, be careful, then you need to heed the warning. Heed the warning. This is a very personal thing as well, because it fell into your home sector, your intimates, this sort of thing, all your relationships. So let me grab my book here again. But being under illusions and whatnot. Here you come home with some good stuff to snoop through, and I'm busy. Okay. Come on. No, it's right in front of me. I didn't even see. I opened right to it. And whatever. So within the home sector, and this card coming up here, the moon is watching, and it's questioning what it is that you see. It's looking, basically, the energy of the moon's looking at you going, why are you focused in on that? Why has that grabbed your concentration and all your attention? The moon's going, why? Why are you doing that? And then the moon's asking you, you think you can see beyond illusion when doubt and confusion threaten to overwhelm you? For some, a situation or even a relationship could seem very appealing under the romantic light of the moon. But is it going to stand the test of time? There's the question. Your intuition may be telling you that everything is not as it seems. Another meaning of the card is that hidden fears and old memories surface as you work through an emotional block. And you know what? Good for you. Good for you. You're trying to let something go from the past. You're trying to get through something. You're trying to live with something, handle it, control it, which is all good, right? The old fears and the old memories, they're par for the course. They're going to come up, and good for you. I'm glad they're coming up, even though they upset you, they scare you, they make you uncomfortable. This is where you start to deal. Right there. Snowplows are out. This is where you start to deal with reality. This is where you become very grounded, when you've got to deal with these things and move through them and let them hold you hostage any longer. It's just for one or two people. I can tell you that. Whatever you're working through, work through it. Don't stop, because it's never going to go away until you deal with it. That's just hardcore reality. The advice is give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds all the answers, so pay attention to its messages through your feelings and your dreams. Rather than right now, listen to your feelings, your dreams, your visions, more than logic at this point. All right? Use your intuition to problem solve here. Keywords: the unconscious, doubt, decisions, dilemmas, sadness, the past, and fear. And there is a Cancer in here, maybe more than one, and you're going through something like this right now. It's fresh. It is fresh. That could be it. That could be it, Jen. You're right. Yeah. This is something deeply emotional, deeply personal. Between, what's that saying? Me, myself, and I. Well, it's you, yourself, and you, I guess, in this case here. It's seeing the real world, or seeing the reality of a situation. You're not under any illusions. The card itself, the graphics, is an illusion, because if there was a full moon in the sky like this beautiful card showed, artistically I love this card. It's a full moon. Yes, very illuminating. Yes, you would see the, it's a crayfish, or it's a crab, or it doesn't look like lobster, could be. And the two seals, yes, they would be illuminated. Yes, there'd be a moonbeam across the water, lighting them up. That part's real. Why wouldn't the rest of it be, right? That's where the illusion sets in. Look at that moon. Look at that moon. Look on either side of the moon, behind the moon, on top of the moon. We've got not only the Aerial Borealis, the northern lights going off here on and around the moon. We've got a star-filled sky. The sky's peppered. You might not be able to see that on camera, but take my word for it. The illusion, where's the illusion? All right, so what? We've got northern lights, we've got stars, we've got moon, we've got reflection. What? The thing is, with the full moon, it washes out the stars in the sky and things like the Aurora Borealis. It washes them out to the point you can't see them. Stars and everything is still there, but they can't be seen because of the light. The darker the night, the more light you see from the sky as far as stars go. So you need to be careful. This is hitting close, deep. It's deep for somebody. Maybe you're in a state of bereavement, or separation, or divorce, or, as I said, bereavement of any kind. Yeah. You've got to keep it real. There's the message for that card. When it comes to your own self, the deepest part of you, be as real as you can be. Raw, even if you have to be. The next card, Cancer, is falling into your challenges for January, and it's a beautiful card. It's a 7. 7s are all about possibilities in your life. The 7s Okay, Daisy, yeah. Okay. You're going to come through it. Without a doubt, you're going to come through it. You will grow, and it's going to be so minuscule. That's the thing with grief. It's so minuscule in the beginning that we don't feel it or notice it. We feel like we're stuck in one place. And it takes some time before you realize that you've been slowly inching out of it little by little, a hair by hair by hair, right? Yeah. Everybody send Daisy Love 83 some good vibrations here. Emotional support. So we've got the Seven of Cups here, Cancer, all about the possibilities in life, and isn't that nice? Possibilities are like, it almost feels the same as making a wish, and you think about the possibilities of that. What the card is bringing to you are a lot of different choices right now for you, Cancer. You're going to have eeny, meeny, miny, mo, maybe. But there are going to be many choices available to you now. But you're going, which one do I take? And you're losing the whole point of it all. It's whatever one your heart calls to. It's whatever one stirs a little passion when you think about it. It should be an easier answer than what you're making it. Don't complicate it. Pick one and focus on. At this point, there are a few facts to help you decide. More or less, it's just a raft of impressions. But there's danger that lies in falling for fantasy. As you seem to have no sense yet of what is real and what you're idealizing because it fires your imagination. And in creative projects, you may be awash with ideas. Additional meaning of the cards is dreams and visions, and please pay attention to the dreams and visions. There could be some premonitory stuff going on there. Also, don't assume anything as well. During the month of January, don't say, well, if 1 + 2 = 3, well, then 3 + 2, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're assuming it may not be that way. You're assuming because of other things that are set precedents before the real happening, and you're assuming you're going by things. Well, that happened, then that happened, and that took place, or that, well, it just makes sense that whatever. And you got to be real careful and do a reality check as far as that kind of stuff goes. Real careful. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Love ya. Pay attention to your dreams and visions that, as I said, that the advice of the card, rather than rush towards one option, one choice, stand back for a bit and wait to see what's going to manifest first. If you have the luxury of time on an issue, I still got another month, I still got a few weeks. Sit back and wait and see if anything's going to manifest. That's going to help sway you one way or the other when it comes to making choices on options. Keywords are fantasy, confusion, choices, dreams, imagination, vision, and passion. And that was in your challenges for the month, so you need to keep it real and you need to keep your feet on the ground. And don't get stressed out because you have more than one option. Oh God, I don't know which way to go. You think about it, you'll know long enough. Ask for help. Ask the universe to help guide you. Don't be afraid. Ask for guidance from your guides. And the last card. Oh, thanks, June Pipkin. It's like this all the way through. It's all pine board, all the real thing, ceilings and the walls all the way through, bathroom included. The floors are a mess, but hey. 3 of Pentacles, again with the 3, it's the 3. This is coming, your message from Spirit, Cancer. So we've got the 3, which is highly revered. Anyway, it's seen in a holy light. It's sacred. As far as tarot itself goes, it is the card of high activity, a lot of people, a lot of things going on, being rather busy. There's just some people say it's just a flipping commotion. It'll seem like that, but it's like organized chaos. There's a lot going on, and you're on top of it. That's not really that's not a problem. It's a very powerful card. A powerful card, even more so to end your reading with the Three of Pentacles. And it being Pentacles, of course, it's of something good, right? And Pentacles are all about, yes, they're about money, but they're about color in your life, the creativity in your life, passion, whatever it is that motivates you, whatever it is that drives you. It affects that part of that side of your life. So we look here at somebody, Cancer, you're receiving some kind of acknowledgement for your work. It's going to be receiving some positive attention, gaining the attention of somebody outside of your realm or your circle, an outsider coming in going, wow, I like what you do. Wow, that's impressive. If somebody doesn't have to do that, they could come in and critique you whether you asked for it or not. They didn't do that. They come in totally amazed at admiring what it is that you do, but there's recognition there. That's basically the prompt of the whole card, is being recognized. When for those of you that are doing this, if you're getting ready to make a speech or you're organizing an event, either way, you're demonstrating your skill to others, and your success is going to be more public than it is private. People are going to be talking about it. It's fantastic. On the home front, the three can show you that now's the time to make your home presentable, so that you can either, if you're in the business of selling your home, you need to spiff it up and make it welcoming. You could find yourself, okay, I want to renovate this, I want to renovate that room, I want to redecorate. Outside, I want to redecorate inside. I want to be more comfortable and more lifted and cheerful in my own surroundings. And I want others that come in to feel that as well. You want a welcoming atmosphere before they even step through the door. That's where you're going with it. Whatever it is that you do, put your pride into it. Do it with pride, and your work will have a lasting effect, whatever that means for you. The advice of the card: show off your work. Be proud of your achievements. Somebody looking for a job, don't leave out the parts where you received certificates at work for a job well done, all that stuff. Take that all with you. Take it all with you. Anything that's going to promote you, it's not vanity. It's not being conceited. You're selling yourself to a company, trying to convince them you really need me here. I can do wonderful things for you. I'm a really good worker. I'm a fast learner, and all those things, right? But don't be afraid. Anybody that's looking for a new job or looking to move into a new apartment, rent a home, to bring all the good stuff that shows you have a good credit, you have this, whatever you can bring up, right? That is fitting. That would impress somebody. So just the advice: show off your work, be proud of your achievements. Further success is in the cards for you. And the keywords, Cancer: reputation, learning, skill, performance, reward, security, and completion. And that, my dear Cancer, was your reading for January. Next one coming up is going to be Leo. Don't go anywhere. If there's any Leos here, crotch watchers. I always call them crotch watchers. Now, just a little break. Just a little break there. That seemed long to me. I think it was shorter than the other, though. Yes, please do hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. We're Bay of Fun Day Fortunes. You can subscribe. That way you won't miss any of the notifications of any new, whenever we post anything here. And you can also find us on Facebook. We have a private closed group, Bay of Fun Day Fortunes. It's closed and private. You don't even get in the door unless I say you can. It goes for everything. Nothing leaves there. If somebody takes something out of the group, it's never really happened before, but if somebody takes something out of it, it depends on the severity of it. They wouldn't be back in. If they hurt or disturb somebody that was another member, we don't put up with that either. So this is a place that's not to drum up business, as somebody implied not that long ago. They didn't like the rules. And there were some words, dialogue, debate. And they left. Anyway, they left under their own power, which is just fine. I mean, that's fine. They got a right to their opinion. But to bring it out, see, things like that rarely happen within the group. The group is seen as an overall. It's a place. It's not of business. It's not a place to promote business. I don't promote anything other than share the mini readings so people in the group know that there are mini readings going on. They can come in and watch, or they can partake. It's whatever they want to do. But it's more of a gathering place for all the like-minded individuals out there to come in, and you're in your element. And it's a learning process. Every day I learn something new. Everybody contribute. Not everybody. There's probably, 1,000 or more that have never said a word in the group. That's okay. But you're more than welcome to come in. And it is in Hotel California. You will be able to leave if you want to leave. So, thank you, June. Thank you. That's very nice to know. So we got big old Leo the Lions coming up next. Ooh, Leo. Hello. Hello, mister. How you doing? How you doing? Kisses? Can I have a kiss? No, you're not going to give me a kiss? Why? Why? You're not going to give me a kiss? You just want to be up here, don't you? Okay, just a minute. You want to get up behind me? I'll move the chair back a bit so I can get on the edge of it. There we go. Come on up. Come up. It's a good boy. Come on. You're allowed. Go ahead. Come on up. Come on. Get up here. I'm not going to beg you. A little shit and a half. That's all he is. Elijah. He doesn't even like me sitting in this chair anymore. He sees me up moving around, and I'll go, where did he go? He's in my chair. Why? He knows what's coming. He knows. They notice patterns, and he's like, no, I'm not getting down. Could you please get out of my chair? I need to sit there. Nope. He just ignores me. I'm going to sleep here for a while. Leo. Leo. Time we coming up on here. Okay. I'm going to need to take a big break after these are done. Well, I got Leo, then Virgo. And then I'll come back and finish the rest this evening, provided we have power. It hasn't flickered since I turned the camera on. I'm happy about that. Another one. Leo. What's going on for Leo? For January 2020. Just a matter of hours away. January 2020. All right, I'm going to cut right here, Leo. Timestamp, we'll say 140. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you so much for your support, your interest, Canadian Road Tripper. Thank you. Okay, let's find out for Leo. Lilith, as this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this Leo general public reading for the month of January 2020. 2020 isn't here yet, but it's coming, just a matter of hours away. Are these the cards that are meant for the Leo reading? The top 5. Well, she's not swaying from it. She's not very energetic tonight. I bet she kicks in later. Let's see what's going on here for Leo. Leo. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Resilience. There's your overall energy, Leo. For the month of February. The next card is the Angel of the Ocean. Your finances, your wealth, and wealth does cover health. Number 3, your hearth. Oh, yes, your hearth, your home, your intimate love, your relationships. You've gotten the Sun. Card number 4, your challenges, should there be any, and there will be a little. The Lovers and choices. And the last and final card, and the message from Spirit. It's the Two of Wands and Vision. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's not a bad reading at all. Not that I'm seeing at the moment. I could change, but there it is. There it is. There's your reading. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank you very much, Emma. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. You're welcome, Andrew Pitts. Andrew Pitts. You're welcome. It sounds very British. Andrew Pitts. Sounds British. Anywho, very first, this is your overall energy for the whole month. That's not bad. Because you know what it means with the Queen of Swords? It's like the song. I can't remember who sang it. It's a weird name, their group. I don't know, 50 Cent maybe or something. I don't know what it was. But it's that the song that says, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Top Thumpers. They're never going to keep me down. I get knocked. That's going to be the whole month. Every time you get slighted, every time you get knocked out of line, figuratively, metaphorically, literally, anything that kind of throws you behind a little bit, holds you up, slide out of place, just when you thought it was safe to go into the water. Da-dum, da-dum. I'm telling you, you're always going to bounce back. You're kind of like the weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. You're kind of like a weeble, is what you are. She's very strong. She's resilient. Because she's a sword as well, she has extreme clarity, sharp vision. It better not start that updating again. It says I'm back. It says I'm back. I don't know what that was all about. Just give it a minute, guys. Just give it a minute. I'll stop until the light comes back. Green. Still here, guys. Are you back, June? Okay. Jennifer, you guys are back. I still got the orange light, but you can see me, right? As long as everybody can see. So we got like I said, the Queen of Swords. She's a force to be reckoned with. You don't mess around with somebody. on. It could be the storm. Maybe we have a tower out or something. I don't know. No picking, no sound. Let me check on something. Only got one more to go after this. Oh. Oh, back? Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, let's get through this. Let's get through this. So that's basically your overall energy, but the advice is be prepared to make some very strong decisions or respond even to a final decision. For some of you, that could be made by a woman. Your keywords are intelligence and independence and leadership, insight and tolerance, determination, justice. Nobody's going to be knocking you off course. You'll bounce back every time. If you have a low in your week, a low in your day, it's going to come back. Don't worry. You're going to be okay. There's your overall energy. That's for the whole month, and that's a good card. Really, really good card. Yes. Oh, I can imagine they are. Welcome, Donna. Will you have been, girlfriend? We got snow here too, but it's not going to last long. And we're going to get more freezing rain. It's going to change to rain down at this end of the province. Not so at the central and northern parts. Now we've got the angel of the ocean. She's a manager. She has a manager's mentality to keep things in order, to keep things moving and rolling along uninterrupted, to keep things going in the right direction, and also acknowledges that if you've been through any disturbances, any chaos, any upheavals, any bad times recently, she's here to tell you you are going to get through this and you are going to heal again. She's an incredible energy with her. She's one of a kind too, as well. What are we looking at here? If I can find her. The other things that, if you notice within the graphics of the card, she's holding 2 cups of life up here, with wrapped around the infinity symbol as well, which says anything that happens that's monumental now is probably going to have a long reach into your future. A lasting effect, changing things into the future as well. So, she's the healer, the negotiator, the manager, or sometimes just, not just, but a parent as well, who must soothe the tempest of demands and keep the peace. To do this, you may need the patience of a saint. This is for some of you, or of an angel, just to support you. The angel of the ocean is asking you to look to your spiritual side to see the lesson your situation offers you. Always embrace your lessons. Rather than become overwhelmed by others' emotions or stressed out by others' complaints or needs, you need to stand and hold your own ground. It's more healthy that way. Another meaning is healing past trauma, balancing your mind and your body, or even balancing your finances so that budgeting and financial plannings may take priority now for some of you. Not some, a lot. We're coming at the end of Christmas season. A lot of people use the credit cards, save money. It's coming at a cost, that's for sure. You may have to go in and juggle things around to make sure that everything's covered and everything's copacetic. She can also be a sign of angelic guidance for you, and for you to know that your angels are here to protect you through any demanding time that you may be facing, Leo. The advice is you need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient, be compassionate, and you will get everything done. Don't doubt for a minute. You're going to get through everything you need to get through during the month of January. Balance, reconciliation, patience, flow, compassion, finances, and angels. So financially, you're not devastated or anything. You're just, some of you are going to be doing some juggling to balance the books out for the next month or two. It's a given. You knew it was coming. You weren't surprised. We'll put it that way. So, some people need to be blocked. Do you ever get people on your list and you're going, who are you? I don't know who you are. Your name doesn't ring a bell. And maybe they got a friend of a friend on Facebook, and you know, that's one person I'm going to be removing very quietly, very dignified. We've got the sun in your hearth, in your home, your personal relationships, your intimate relationships, anything that's close to your heart, that hits close to home. We're looking at Le Soleil. There we go. We've got the sun, and what a joyful, powerful card this is. It indicates happiness within the home sector, not just literally at home. Within you, there is sunshine. And for some, you could become sunshine on a cloudy day as well, as the song says, right? Love the sun. What a fantastic card. It truly, truly is a fantastic card. I don't know where it's at. We're looking here that the card's also predicting happiness and a time for well-deserved relaxation. This is towards the last 2 weeks of January, is what I'm hearing here for you. If life has been stressful for some of you lately, the sun is a welcome sign that the pressure's coming to an end, and you'll finally be able to unwind. You may be spending time with children or finding your own inner child, doing whatever it is that pleases you to bring you feelings of fulfillment. The sun also predicts holidays and trips, and you'll find peace and contentment in a place that's going to nurture you and inspire you. The sun favors creative pursuits too, so you may turn your attention to hobbies or even creative projects, and they will flourish and they will grow. This is something new. The advice is to appreciate your deserved success, this special time of rest and recuperation. Enjoy feeling safe and appreciate the harmony that is around you. Embrace the harmony. Any harmony you find, embrace it and bring it in. Keywords are growth, children, joy, protection, holidays, success. I love the final word in this card for you. It is the word of contentment, and it is a beautiful thing. It is beautiful. The next card we're looking at is the Lovers. So we got a little unbalanced, little reality check coming in, you might say. But it's all about making some hard, mature decisions. Hard, difficult decisions. It could be something you specifically at 100% no, I don't want that, whatever that is for you. But it's hard for you to push it away at the same time. It's hard for you to let go, to make it not a part of you anymore. It's not going to come easy for some. That's why when we call mature decisions, they're usually unpleasant. They're hard to do. But you're being very mature, following through and making things happen. That's what's going on with that card for you, Leo. Really. Sometimes it shows relationships going on a lockdown. You either commit to each other, you bond to each other. There's one other option, you walk away. It's just that simple. That could be happening for some. Maybe there's big, major personal changes to make in 2020, and you want to get started on it right away. There's a mature decision to make as you reach a turning point. for some of you. It's not for everybody, okay? You may need to make an investment into the future, like a financial plan, buying a home, or moving for work. That's just an example. The choices aren't going to be straightforward for you. And in relationships, as I just said, do what you either get it going and get it happening, or not at all. Walk away. Another meaning of the card for those that are single is you need to be ready for a new serious love relationship, because love is coming. Love is coming. And I'm feeling the challenge for you during the month of January. Everything's so cold and stark. February is even worse. But I feel a sense of some of you Leos feeling like you want to throw in the towel. Feeling like you want to give up. I've been at this too long. I'm like an idiot. I keep getting hit over the head and I don't take the lesson and leave. I don't get the hint to let it go. You need to stick it out a little bit longer, or you're never going to know, are you, how close you actually came to attaining what it is that you are in the middle of trying to get right now. You've got to have more staying power, more resilience, such as in the Queen of Swords. You need to have, okay, I'm going to stick this out a while. Give yourself a time limit. Tell the universe, I'm not waiting any longer than this date or at this time. And hopefully everything's going to swirl around in your favor. Well, that's good. That's really good. There's no shame in romance. There's no shame in somebody being infatuated with somebody else. There's no shame in any of that. It's just called the circle of life. I remember a couple of years ago, because I thought it would be fun to do some love readings and romance reading. I asked in the group, I said, what do you guys think of the odd time I do some, some love readings or something like that? No. I think one person said, yeah, that'd be great. And every other person said no. It was all women that answered, and they all said, nope, not interested in that. It wouldn't speak to me at all, blah, 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 blah. I say leave the possibilities open. Just leaving the possibilities open is fun. There's nothing written anywhere that says you have to follow through with anything. But it could keep life a little interesting. What's wrong with that? Right? So, and some of you are thinking very hard on making an investment into your future in some way. The advice of the card, make your choice based on your long-term future rather than short-term gain. In love, wait for the right person. Excuse me. Wait for the right person rather than be distracted with yourself and by flirts as well. Don't let yourself be distracted. You need to be keenly aware during the month of January of what's going on, not just with yourself inside and out, but the people that are around you that can impact your life. Keywords are love and commitment, future plans, maturity, dedication, emotions, separation, having the wherewithal to get through whatever it is you've got to clean up and finish up come January. That's what's going on here. It's something you need to get on top of, and probably an unpleasant decision, or maybe two for some of you, that you're going to have to make before the month's up. It's going to have a big impact and a big part of your life. But you're feeling more that it's more other people involved, I can tell you that. Okay, you know what I just heard? If your ship is sinking, don't go down with it. You want to know why? You're not the captain. Somebody else was. Jump off. Jump off and swim back to shore. Whatever. It's all a metaphor, but yes. Don't let somebody else's drama suck you in the way a sinking boat would pull you under with it. Don't let that happen. You swim as fast and as hard as you can to get away, because nothing good is going to come of it. You need to pull yourself out of it. It's not your problem. It's not your drama. You didn't ask for that. Therefore, you don't have to lay there and you don't have to put up with it. But it could indicate there's separation going on, meltdown of a marriage. That could happen as well for some of you. but there is a mature decision that has to be made. I'm also hearing that somebody could have been proposed to quite some time ago. You're being pressured at this point to make a final decision, pick a date. That may not go over very well. Might make some of you squirm. The next card is your message from Spirit. Two of Wands. Whatever this is, that's your challenge for the month. It's getting through that. It's getting through something that's unpleasant to you and putting an end to it. That's the big thing, the big challenge. Your last card is not challenging at all. You got the Two of Wands. It's all about vision. This is a great card. Do you know what it tells me? You're making plans for the future. You got dreams for the future. These are good things, are they not? That's good things. It shows you've got motivation, you've got drive, you've got desire, is what it's showing here. But the 2 is highlighting romance especially, and partnerships as well. So you may meet a new partner, or you could hook up with another very like-minded individual. And the both of you could pursue a new relationship or projects. This can happen in or out of work. It will be a union that doesn't come along every day. The Two of Wands brings something special. This like-minded individual, they're more like a destiny or a karma, but not twin flame. It's the meeting of the minds and will bring you rewards, okay? You're going to broaden each other's horizons. Once you get into each other's lives, you're going to broaden each other's horizon. You're going to seeing things and thinking in ways that never occurred to you before, all brand new. You're inspiring each other, you're feeding each other, you're supporting each other. It's a beautiful thing. It's the way we're supposed to when two people come together, be it for romantic reasons or being it for business reasons, doesn't matter. You 100%, you support each other, you have each other's backs. You both have something invested here. It's equal. If one falls, the other falls. So you make sure they don't fall, they make sure you don't fall. But the inspiration is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. If any of you are looking at furthering your education, furthering your skills, or learning a new skill altogether, you could find the right course or teacher that's going to inspire you, that's going to fit you well, or you fit them, but it's them fitting you. Your interests, everything that you're not giving anything up in this relationship. You don't have to cut anything out. If anything, your whole life becomes more than what it already is. This person brings it. They support who you are and everything that is. Plus, they bring in more. How can you lose? You can't lose. The advice of the card is look for those around you who share your vision. And you work together for the greatest results. You must work together. Synchronicity is a word that's coming to mind here for you. Partnership, creativity, communication, travel, planning, education, and inspiration. And Leo, that was your reading. And the next one up, we're going to be going into Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon. So, just a moment. You're very much appreciated as well, and thank you very much. So we're going to get into the last reading, because I still, what are we? We're 6 o'clock now, going on after 6. Virgo, Donna, good. And I'm going to have to take a break and try to come back. We haven't lost power. Try to come back and get the last set done, the last 4 after this. We got some Virgos in the house. Yes, sir, we got some Virgos in the house. Why are you sticking like that? Don't do that to me. I want a good shuffle here. I want a real good shuffle. This is for Virgo. January 2020. What's coming ahead? What do they need to be alerted to? Given a heads up on, given direction on, given answers to. For Virgo, for January 2020. And it's only like 6 hours away, and it's going to be 2020, and 2019 will exist no more. And for the first month, when we have to write a date down, we'll be putting 2019 for the first month. And that happens to pretty much everybody. Okay. Let me cut right here, Virgo. Let's consult with Lilith. Lilith, as this deck stands, are the top 5 cards in this deck. Are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this Virgo general public reading for the month of January, the year 2020, which is 6 hours away from now. For us mere mortal humans, are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this Virgo reading? Are the top 5 cards as this deck stands the cards that are meant for this Virgo general public reading? She's saying yes pretty good there. I'm not going to make her swing any longer. Very first card, your overall energy, Virgo. Let it be good. Come on now. 4 of Swords and recovery. Here's a big warning for whoever this is meant for. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I think. Card number 2, your wealth, your finances. We're looking at judgment and self-reflection. Your hearth, your home, your family, relationships, your intimates. 6 of Wands, success. 4th card are your challenges for the month of January, should there be any. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My favorite guy, Virgo, the manifester. Yay! Last card. Card number 5 is your message from Spirit. It's only one, right? And it's this card of strength, bringing stability. This is fantastic. You got this just picked up. What a great way to end this live stream. Really, truly is. So we start out here. We're looking at the 4 of Swords. This is a card. This is, man, I got to tell you, it's a heads up. You either do it or it'll be done. You've got freedom of choice in the moment right now to yeah, okay. Yeah, look how dark out it is. It's black, black, black. 4s are all about stillness, calmness, stopped, rest. This card, particularly on the last word of rest and recovery going on here, is for your own good. I tell this story over and over. Poor Jennifer hears me tell the same stories over and over. Sorry, Jen. But it's just one example, and I could think of others as well when it came to the 4. They didn't at this time. They didn't bode well for me. I seen 27 4s in one day, and that night I ended up in the hospital. But the signs were there before that. This card kept coming up, the 4 Swords recovery. You either take a break now, whatever it is that's got you overwhelmed, whatever it is that's running you down, whatever it is that's sapping your energy, your strength, your spirit, you need to pull back from. You need to get air from. You need to turn your back on for a bit so you can look at the other areas of your life here before something bad happens on top of that. If you don't take the break, the physical, hardcore break that you need to take, it will be imposed upon you. The universe will get involved. Things will start happening, and you'll get the message eventually. Maybe after you fall half a dozen times. That guy did. You know? But it's time for a break. The universe is sending that out to you. Big time, Virgo. You need to take a rest. And like I said, it could be your choice or it could be imposed upon you as you take time away from work, from a relationship, or a very stressful commitment. The quiet time is necessary, and it's an opportunity for you to look after yourself, put yourself under your own TLC, tender loving care. You need to rest, you need to recuperate, you need to slow life down a little bit and enjoy every moment of it gently, gently. And the Four is also showing, because of this, some of your plans are going to have to be put on hold yet again. The advice of the card: accept that this is how things need to be just now. You will make progress when the time is right. It's all about divine timing. The universe is not going to take you somewhere and just leave you high and dry. They'll see you through. Keywords: inaction, time away, taking a relationship break, healing, peace, stillness, and rest. Please heed this card if you're able to. It doesn't happen now, it's going to happen down the road. Just saying. The next card we're looking at here is in your finances and wealth. And by wealth, I also include health, love, support, family, that you're wealthy in those areas of your life as well. It's just great. It's great. It's not a bad card. Financially, I'm not seeing any real worries here. No fiascos. No negative upsets, as far as negative upsets can be and how they can go. There's none of that going on. I can't even find it. I think I'm a burned out shell tonight. So, I thought it was the last one. There it is. It's time to revisit the past when this card of judgment shows up in your reading. You may muse on happy memories or discover that there's some unfinished business. So you may find yourself being in touch with somebody from the past. Or you're revisiting an old situation because you're looking for answers. And for anybody that's looking for answers, and you go into an old situation or into an old neighborhood, into an old whatever, you're trying to do it on the sly. You don't want anybody to know that you're there to gather information. So find yourself being not real outgoing in that time, more or less not wanting to attract attention to yourself until you get the answers that you seek. And at this time, when you're thinking back and you're reflecting, you're asking yourself your own actions, your own part that you played in this. Did you do the right thing? Another additional meaning of the card is spiritual connections, and it's linking you with those in spirit, your guides, your angels, and loved ones that have passed on. You're going to be feeling a lot closer to that. As I've said, every sign of the zodiac this year, intuition is growing by leaps and bounds, and let it lead you. The advice is, if you feel a need to give a person or a chance, a second chance, if you feel a need to return to an old situation, now's the time for you to decide that. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be so hard on yourself. Whatever you did, whatever it is that's pulling you back and second guessing yourself, whatever you did you thought was right in the moment, don't have regrets about that. Keywords are contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality and memories, and any guilt and regret that you're feeling. I want you to rise above that. It's said and done, and you can't undo it. So why are you pouring energy into that? I did that and I'm sorry for that. Move on. The universe knows what's going on. The universe knows you're truly, truly sorry. That had the situation come up today, you might not make the same reaction, make the same decision, as a matter of fact. So we're looking here, your hearth, your home, your relationships, intimate, and so on. But the very core of your life here, you've got the Six of Wands, and it is all about success. And that being six brings in balance, and it brings in harmony as well. There's nothing wrong with that. This is at the very core of you, who you are, what your life is about, but more you than anything. The Six is a brilliant card. It brings success as a result of the hard work that you have been putting in and the resilience in your staying power to see it through to the end. Other people will appreciate your shining light. You're feeling darn good about that you finished something that you started and you did it well. So people are noticing, they're going, way to go, kind of thing, right? You may receive special acknowledgement for your work, attending a presentation, a prize-giving event. These are just small examples. You may also receive a financial reward to help you celebrate. Another meaning of this card is an offer of love from a new romance. And chances are it's whether you will or not follow through, but it's going to lead to a proposal of marriage. That's the next love interest coming into your life here, Virgo. The advice of the card. This is your time to shine, so don't you dare hold back. You deserve every bit of success that you have coming to you. You've been very dedicated and very loyal. Victory, education, awards, love proposals, promotion, strength, and ceremony. There's a lot going on for you, not other people, for you. A lot going on in January. Things that are going to carry through over the next few months. It's not going to just end in January. Oh, and then we got my main man here. We got the Magician. He's literally the #1 card in tarot. He's literally the #1 card in my heart. Because he reminds us of our own inner power. I say this over and over again. Those of you that don't know what that means you haven't really connected fully with your creator, with your universe. There needs to be a dialogue going on between the two of you. This is a power of manifestation. This is the power of where we create our own situation. We create our own lives overall. He's a beauty. We're all born with these gifts, all of us. But it's showing up because there's somebody in the reading here or is going to be viewing this reading. They're not living to their fullest potential at all. Matter of fact, they're not even the road. They're not on the road that takes them to their potential. They're way off in left field somewhere. You're going in the wrong direction. Hey, I turn around and come back. That's what he's here for. To give you the wherewithal, to give you the know-how of what it is you're looking to achieve and move forward with. He's amazing. Love him. He brings you, this energy brings you, like nature with 4 seasons, we've got the 4 signs. He brings you cups. So you have that tool to work with. Deals with emotions and love, always, right? We have the second tool is your wands, your staves, your sticks, your rods. They represent all the practical side of your life, not the emotional, but the practical side at work, business, risk-taking, taking challenges, but it's all about forward movement, but maybe being not quite as ethical. Things that you can slide by on. And the next tool that he brings to help you is swords. And this is all about the mind. Everything, everything that's going on in your mind, it usually indicates that you've got some decisions that you have to make, some options that you have to pick from. But overall, it's making choices and decisions and things that you're mulling over in your mind. He brings you that to help you through, to give you more clarity. And the final tool is your coins, pentacles, deniers, whatever, which bring color and creativity into your life, are highlighted with pentacles. He's just amazing all the way around. First off the card, the Magician is saying to you, he's speaking to your heart. He looks directly into your heart and he's asking, what is it that you believe or you think that you can make happen? You need to think about that. What am I capable of doing? All the conditions right now for your future success, listen to this card. Oh gosh. You need to listen. There's your challenge. You need to believe. You need to listen. But all conditions of your future success are perfect right now. So now's the right time for you to take action. You're going to have the resources, which are the tools that he brings you. And you're going to have the talent to attract whatever it is that you want. From a new relationship, even to a business enterprise, a project, even a trip. Above all, The Magician is seeing you in the creative flow of life. You're full of energy and you're full of purpose, Virgo. Communications are going to speed up when the Magician appears as well. So you may find yourself talking more, texting more, just more than usual. If you work, you'll be presenting some ideas at work, some helpful suggestions. You'll also find that others are in support of your efforts. Nobody's going to shut you down that quickly. They're going to stop, sit, and listen. The advice of the card is, now's the time for you to take action, and you will find success. It's in the cards for you right now. Now's the time for you to start to implement whatever your plans are, your hopes, your dreams. And your key words are new enterprises and communication. Energy. A lot of high energy with this card. Creativity, travel, money, support. Creativity is so high with this card. Bringing you color into your life. Everything making sense. Knowing that you're not gonna lack for resources. It's all going to come, and you're going to be at the source of just about anything like that. You're going to be surprised at your own inner power of things that you can bring, but you need to open up. Some of you need to open up to the universe. I can't stress it enough. I've thought of putting a video out about it, when you're communicating from my own experiences. What for? If you're not going to listen to me now and take it, then you won't listen to a whole video about it. That's for sure, so why bother? The next card we're looking at here, though, is we're looking at the card of strength. It's such a good card. It certainly is a beautiful card for you. We talk about determination. There's determination that's real thick and heavy with this card. Yes, it's a card of stability, but determination, you're going to never say die, never throw in the towel, or do any of those things. You're going to find out where your staying power is, how much endurance you have during this time, and how strong you really are. The overall meaning of this card is your strength of character. Do you have the strength to back up what it is that you voiced, what it is that you believe in, what it is that you support? If the kitchen gets too hot, the heat gets turned up on a situation, can you handle it? You need to ask yourself before you get involved. You really, really do. We're looking here that this card is showing patience and telling you that patience in the face of conflict. Don't give up. Remain standing your ground rather than being overwhelmed. Don't let yourself be hit by other people's waves of thoughts and emotions. What opposes you, remember this, anything that ever opposes you is a negative aspect of something. And anything that opposes you because of the negative aspects is lower than you are, because it's negative. It's hiding in shadows, darkness. You don't. You shine your light bright for every molecule in the world to see. And it doesn't like that at all, because you're exposing the darker side, the opposition. Remember, you're stronger than it and more powerful. Light always outweighs the dark. So what opposes you is lower than you are. This could be even your own fear, your own guilt, or other emotions that shake your confidence, or a person who's acting in an unreasonable way by protecting these emotions, projecting these emotions on you. As I said, don't be overwhelmed by other people's thoughts and emotions. Be on top of that. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Don't let anybody cross any personal boundaries that you have as well. This is standing up for yourself. Another meaning of this card is literally physical strength, a return to vitality for anybody that's been down health-wise, healing from something, recuperating, recovery. This is showing you're on your way back. It has begun. Stand firm, be calm, take the higher moral ground, keep your integrity in check. You know right from wrong. Choice is yours, though. The situation that you may find yourself in is a test of your character, and you are resilient and you are patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panic, without compromise, and something that doesn't feel right. All right? Your last final words in your reading here, Virgo, are courage and patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition. The final word on this vitality. It's not a bad month ahead for you at all. You just need to be aware. You need to be self-responsible. This kind of thing, you need to be, say, okay, that's in my corner. I can handle that. I can work with that. I can deal with that. And if it falls, then it's going to be all my fault. And I'll take responsibility for that. So, there we go. We're 2 hours, 25 minutes in. I think it was the same last night pretty much, although we yacked for like half an hour. Anyways, the readings from last night, that reading ran on its own on YouTube by itself without me being here. I was in bed. It ran for 19 hours. Almost right up to the time we started here tonight, almost 24 hours before it shut itself down. So I don't know what's going on. And then they're saying the screen's black. So I think it's going to work itself out. Just keep checking back. And the first ones were Aquarius. They were Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. They were the ones done last night. And now we've got these ones done. I've only got 4 more to go, and then we're finished. And I'm not going to hang around and chat right now. I have to eat. I'm an hour and a half, almost 2 hours past my supper hour. That's why I'm freaking hungry. I will be back in a couple of hours, provided that the power stays on. We're expecting a full night of freezing rain on top of that bit of snow that we got. Make everything a mess. But anyways, here we go. I'll see you all back shortly. Thank you all for being here. I wish you the best of the best in 2020 if I don't see you again. I'm not sure yet, Daisy, what time I'm going to be back. I can't say that because I could say, oh, I'll come back at, an hour from now, and maybe I'll still be walking like this. Sidewinding, because that's what these readings do to me. I figure no later than 9. If I don't come back by then, that means I've lost power and I can't get on. Okay, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy New Year to you all. Thanks, Jennifer. Bye, everybody, and let's hope we get this closed down properly this time, that it doesn't keep playing here. Just a moment. There's only one way to get out of this, and that's just to hit the X. There is no leave stream, stop stream. There's nothing like that in here. I'm just looking for maybe another way. All right, I'm just going to hit the X and hope that's enough to stop. Thanks, guys.